Okay, we're going to be writing decimals as percents. Decimals, fractions, and percents are just different ways of writing the same ratios. You've already done it as a decimal, you've already done it as a fraction. Now you're going to be adding in the percent way of doing it. All right, first thing we want to learn how to do is how to write a decimal as a percent. You see this is 0.759. We want to change it to a percent. Okay, so we're going to go from 0.759 to a percent. Now, where is the percent sign going to go? Yeah, the percent sign goes over here on the right side. So what we do when we change to a percent is we move the decimal 2 places to the right, or 2 places towards where the percent sign is going to be. So that means we're going to take this and we're going to go 1, 2. And our new decimal place is going to be between the 5 and the 9. And we write it as 75.9%. Okay? All right, so let's do the next one. We've got 0.003. We're going to move to the right towards where the percent sign is going to be, 2 places. And our new answer is going to be 0.3%. Next one, we've got 5.187. We're going to take that decimal, move it to the right towards where the percent sign is going to be. This is where our new decimal place is, and so it's going to be 518.7%. And finally, our last one down here, we've got 0.1. We're going to move the decimal place 1, 2 places to the right. That's our new decimal place. And so what do we have to do? We have to fill in that blank spot with a 0. So our answer is going to be 10%. All right, now, your turn. You try these and pause the video and then get back with me. Okay, so we've got 0.57. We're going to move the decimal 2 places to the right. 1, 2. And our answer is 57%. 0.275, we're going to move the decimal 2 places to the right, and our answer is 27.5%. And here we go, 2 places to the right, and our answer is going to be 0.9%. You see that? See, the decimal is right here in front of the 9. And then finally down here, we're going to go 2 places to the right, and our answer is going to be 15.5%. How did you do on that? I hope that you got all of them correct. All right, now let's move on. What we're going to be doing now is writing the percents as decimals. We're going to be going the opposite direction. So if we move them 2 places to the right towards the percent sign, when we're going from decimals to percents, then when we're going from percents to decimals, we're going to go 2 places to the left or away from the percent sign. So we've got 47.5%. Here we are with the decimal. There's the percent sign. We're going to go away from the percent sign to the left, and our answer is going to be 0.475 or 0.475. Now we've got 3,500%. First question is where is the decimal on this one? Well, remember, when there is no decimal, it's at the very far right. Now we're going to move the decimal 2 places to the left or away from the percent sign because we're changing it away from a percent. So there we go, and our answer is going to be 35. All right, now the next one down here is 12.5%. We're going to be moving away from the percent sign 2 decimal places. And our answer is 0.125. And our last one down here, we've got 0.78%. So we're going to be moving the decimal 2 places away from, 2 places away from the percent sign. We'll fill in that 0 right there, and our answer is going to be 0.0078. I bet it's your turn now. Your turn. Do these 4. Pause the video and then come back to me. So we've got 32%. We're going to take the decimal here and we're going to move it 2 places to the left away from the percent sign, and our answer is going to be 0.32. Here we're going to take the decimal and move it 2 places to the left, 0.88. The next one, we take the decimal and move it 2 places away from the percent sign or to the left, and we get 0.191. And finally, here's our decimal place. We move it 2 places to the left, 1, 2, and our answer is 3.33. I hope that you're doing really well on this. I'm sure that you are. All right, now writing fractions as percents. We've got 21 over 40. What is a fraction? A fraction is a ratio which tells you to take the top number and divide it by the bottom number. So all we're going to do is we're going to change this to a decimal by going 21 divided by 40. Put our decimal, and 40 goes into 210 5 times, so that gives us 200 with 10 left over. Bring down a 0. 40 goes into 100 2 times, so that gives us 80 with 20 left over. We bring down a 0. And 40 goes into 200 5 times, and we get 200. With a remainder of 0. So our answer is 0.525. Well, here we go, 0.525. And we want to change that to a percent. So remember, change it from a decimal to a percent. We move it 2 places to the right, and we get 52.5%. Okay, now we've got 1/8. 1/8, you would go 1 divided by 8. And you will get 0.125. So we go 2 places to the right, and we get 12.5%. All you got to do is change them to a decimal, and then change the decimal into a percent. All right, 37 over 49. I'm going to have to do this one. 37 divided by 49. So we go 49 into 370. That goes 7 times. So we go 7. That's 343. With 27 left over, bring down a 0. 49 goes into 275 times. That's 245 with 25 left over. It goes 5 more times. That gives you 245 again with 5 left over. And then it goes 1 more time, and that gives you 49. And we'll have something left over, but we just want to go to the nearest tenth, okay, the nearest tenth of a percent. So up here we have our decimal here. We're going to move it 2 places to the right, and that gives us 75.51%. And I want it to be to the tenth, okay? The tenth, remember, is this spot right here. So when we change it to round it to the nearest tenth, we look at the number to the right of that number, which is 1. 1 is less than 5. When it's less than 5, we round down. So we leave it as 75.5%. Okay, finally the 6 over 30. We go 6 divided by 30. Put our decimals. 30 goes into 62 times with 0 remaining. So there's 0.2. So we go 0.2, we move it 1, 2 places to the right, fill in the 0, and we've got 20%. Okay, your turn. Let's see what you do on these that are coming up on the next page. Try these, pause the video, try these, and come back to me. Remember, you're rounding these to the nearest tenth. So when we have 1/9, we're going to go 1 divided by 9. So we go 9 goes into 10 one time. 9 goes into 10 one time. What do you think? It's going to do that forever. Okay, so it's going to be 0.111, and you want to round it the nearest tenth of a percent, so you're going to have to carry it out 4 places. So that goes 1, 2, 11.11%, but you want to round it to the nearest tenth, which is that spot right there. The 1 is less than 5, so you leave it like it is, 11.1%. 3 divided by 4, 3 divided by 4. 4 goes into 37 times, that gives you 28. With 2 left over, bring down a 0. 4 goes into 25 times, 5 times 4 is 20. And with the remainder of 0, and we're left with 0.75. Move the decimal 1, 2 places to the right, and you get 75%. And our last one over here, we've got 20 divided by 50. And we put a decimal place, and 50 goes into 200 4 times. 4 times 50 is 200. With the remainder of 0, we've got 0.4. We move it over 1, 2 places, fill in the 0, and we've got 40%.